My first job was working at a company called Anglian Lime, dispatching lorry loads of agricultural products to customers around East Anglia and double checking the weights of the lorries to make sure the drivers weren't lying about how much they were taking. I think that would be Tony Dye at my first investment management company, Phillips & Drew Fund Management. I think I learnt from Tony, I guess, the ability to question the received wisdom and to back the courage of your convictions. I'm a big fan, or certainly at the moment, of a gentleman called Jose Almeida, who is running a US company called Baxter International. He's actually run a couple of companies we've invested in. He seems to have a great clarity, which is unusual for a technology company, about how to allocate capital, which has sort of transformed the returns of the companies that he's been running. I think the ability to inspire people. I think people that are inspired towards an objective tend to work 150% better than people that are just doing a job. I think that would be Thinking Fast, Thinking Slow by Daniel Kahneman, which covers a lot of the development of sort of behavioural economics and theory. If nothing else, it's quite a fascinating read into understanding what makes people tick and how they think. Well, usually by the end of the day there will be 2 coffee cups on my desk, the first early morning cappuccino and then the after dinner espresso. Other than that, there tend to be piles of company reports and research. I think I would be described as a piler, not a filer, in terms of my desk. My favourite, or probably for a treat rather than every day, is Sampa Coffee on Leather Lane, just around the corner from our offices. They do a powerfully strong espresso, which is how I like it. It's hard to define a typical day. I think probably in some ways though there is one constant for me. I guess it tends to be first thing when I wake up in the morning. I have the habit of flicking open the Bloomberg on my phone, checking the news that's come in from Asia overnight, etc. That remains a constant of every day. After that it will vary according to what I'm researching or doing at the time. I think it would be, if you don't feel you understand something, to ask people to explain it to you. I think our industry has a lot of jargon involved in it, and usually when someone talks you through it, it's a lot clearer, more understandable than it might first seem. Well, I guess as an investment manager, it's investment returns that keep me awake at night. I guess probably also thinking about what happens at some point when bond yields eventually start to go the other way. But it's really the investment side that keeps me awake. I think my kids would probably answer that much better than me, but for me, I'm very keen on backgammon. I think some people would describe me as a bit fanatical. So I regularly read problem books of how to improve your backgammon, when to take a double, etc. I think that probably seems a bit nerdish to most people. I have. I won a couple of swimming trophies when I was younger. Unfortunately, my career as a competitive swimmer was cut short when my family moved to the countryside and our school pool was outdoors and unheated. Somehow my interest in swimming waned after that. Paperback. No phone. Watch. Twitter. Hawaii. Star Trek, if forced.